Hello everyone, my name is Ron Z. Welcome back to another episode of Cold Start, and today we're taking a closer look at the 2019 Honda Odyssey Touring. Let's roll the clip. Welcome back everyone. Hope you all enjoyed the cinematics we did for the 2019 Honda Odyssey Touring, and today we're taking a closer look at some of the key features and highlights that I really enjoy in this van. I think this van is absolutely the most gorgeous van on the market currently. I think this is what I kind of envisioned what a van would look like, 10 years ago, and finally we are in the future. I mean, looking at the front, we're gonna see a pair of LED daytime running light and LED headlights with LED fog lights as well. Finishing off the front bumper, you're going to see the black grille lines over here with the big badge, Honda badge over here. The reason why the Honda badge is so big is because there are some safety sensors behind the Honda badge. Finishing off the Honda badge, you're going to have the nice chrome accents over here and here as well. What's really good about the front bumper are these grooves right here that add some sportiness, some aggressiveness, but still remain the modern look that the Honda Odyssey have. Moving on the side of the car, guys, we have a nice 19-inch aluminum alloy wheel slapped on with some Bridgestone tires. Very comfortable for those bumpy rides. And of course, I love it when manufacturers have convenience in mind for the consumers and the drivers. And of course, what do we have here? Capless fuel tanks. I love that as well. Moving at the rear side of the car, guys, we have a very aggressive and still very modern bumper, matching the chrome accents over here in the front, over here as well. And of course, this car has a hands-free power liftgate. Let me demonstrate that for you. The kick function over here, bam, and the trunk opens. But come on in, let's see what's some cool features on the trunk in this Honda Odyssey. Number one, they have this magic seat, which we'll show you how that works once we get inside. But what's really cool on the trunk is that this car comes with its own individual vacuum. Look at this, guys. A freaking vacuum inside the Honda Odyssey, because we all know that you're gonna be taking this car everywhere you go, whether you have pets, equipment, sporty equipment, golf clubs, whatever it may be. This car will let you stay as clean as possible. There are two different nozzles here as well, depending on which one you like to vacuum. Very nice, very convenient, so you don't have to have additional vacuum to bring out and really clean up the car. And of course, you can empty the sack over here or empty the vacuum over here. Pop that open over here, and that's how it looks like when you want to empty the vacuum of the Honda Odyssey. Over here, pop that forward, and bam, we are good to go. And if you don't want to tap the button over here to close the trunk, you can kick it as well for the trunk to be closed like this. Very nice. I mean, I think the technology is okay. It's not too slow, but of course it can be a little bit faster, depending on your preference and all that. And finishing off the rear bumper, you're gonna have this very nice pair of spoiler over here that's in two tones, red to match the color and black to match the rear windshield as well. Now, let's take a look at one of the most exciting features on the exterior of the car, and that's what's underneath the hood. What do we have here, guys? We have a 3.5 liter V6 engine, naturally aspirated, giving you 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Now, because this is a touring trim level, you have a brand new 10-speed automatic transmission. So smooth, so enjoyable, and doesn't matter how many passengers you have, this car will give you the power that you feel like you wouldn't expect from a minivan. I love it so much. I feel like naturally aspirated engines are going away, but Honda decided to keep that in their vehicles for the minivan. Very nice, very powerful. At the same time, very comfortable. Now let's take a look at some of the key features and highlights and technology on the interior of the Honda Odyssey. And before I get in, I want to quickly mention about the seat. Of course, they're done in leather with 12-way power adjustable seat for the driver. Now, there are quite a bit of power options in this vehicle because it's the Touring trim line. So let's go over these very quickly. Number one, you have your memory seat, and on your left-hand side, you have your power sliding doors for your left and right door as well. And of course, you have your power liftgate if you want to control that with a touch of button right here. Looking at my right, you have your heated and ventilated seats. Very, very cool. I kind of like the design of the center console over here. Very modern, very sleek. But what's really cool about the gear lever is that if this car's doors open, and I put the car on reverse by accident, I'm gonna let go of the gas, and the gear shifter is gonna return to park because it's very, very safe. Look at that, return to park. So the car doesn't want to roll away. Very, very safety oriented, and that's what I love about Hondas. Of course, if for whatever reason you left the car in drive and you turn off the vehicle, the car or the shift lever will return to parking as well. Again, I love it, I love it, I love it. Honda, you guys are doing a great job. And looking at some of the technology in the front, guys, you're gonna have your navigation. I mean, the saturation and the color is very, very nice, but you know, navigation is very standard. And of course, for your rear view camera, you can change different angles over here depending on how you want to see the rear view or how you want to park, right? But what's really important on the technology in this car is two features that I'm just so in love with it. Number one, it's this cabin watch function. The cabin watch allows you to have a bird's eye view of the second and third row passenger, real-time view at what you're doing, so you know exactly what's going on without turning your head back like this. And pairing that with the cabin talk function, which means that you can speak directly into the screen and everyone in the second and third row can hear exactly what you're saying again. So you don't have to turn your body around to communicate, to watch with your passengers. Again, very safety oriented, so you can keep your eyes glued on the road and only focus on the road. And one additional really cool feature about the cabin talk is that you can select the headphone option as well. So if they're listening to something or they're watching a DVD, you can speak directly into the headphones so they don't have to take it off, so you don't have to scream. Again, you can only keep your eyes glued on the road. Very, very cool. I love these things that they're doing over here. And of course, looking up ahead, you have your, sunroof over here. And this part right here, compartment is new. You have your assist emergency call over here, which is very, very widely used in German and European vehicles. Again, safety oriented. Good job, Honda. And the second and third row is actually quite spacious. Of course, this is a van. It has an 8 passenger seating capacity. So I think that by sitting this, even the third row, me being so tall, I feel very, very, very spacious. Now let's take a look how the second and third row function is. Entering the second row, guys. It is actually quite spacious. I mean, I have great amount of leg space right in front of me. And of course, there's a center TV screen right here. Great resolution, great coloring. Of course, you can have your DVD Blu-ray player entered in the front, which translates to the screen over here. There are some pretty cool apps that Honda introduced. Number one is How Much Further, which if you type in the address in your navigation, it shows you how much distance is left. Pretty keeps the children entertained, you know what I mean? And right here is where the cabin watch camera is, so you can see the bird's eye view of the second and third row. And last but not least, you have your sunshade over here to block out those nasty lights for your own convenience. And before I exit and go to the third row, guys, I want to talk about the seating options and how magical Honda has made the seating options. What I mean by that is you can remove any piece of this seating right here. They're all individual and you can customize the way you want it. For instance, if you don't want the middle row here, you can actually move the second over here as well as my seat closer or away. It's very, very fully adjustable depending on how you want the passenger to seat in the second row, and that's for the second row only. Now let's take a closer look at the third row. I mean, sitting at the third row, again, look at how much legroom I have for a 6 feet Asian guy. Very, very spacious in the third row and very, very comfortable. And you guys have your own individual sunshade in the rear as well. So I think Honda has done a tremendous job displaying the amount of space, comfort, and technology in the Honda Odyssey. I mean, even looking at the air vents over here, they're big, so you get ample amount of air conditioning, heating, whatever you need, right? So great job all around. I think this is a great family vehicle. Overall, the 2019 Honda Odyssey gave me a great, complete feeling of what a minivan should be. Styling, comfort, luxury, technology, everything all packed into one. Of course, this is the touring trim level, so it is still a bit pricey, but I do encourage everyone to come into your local Honda dealerships to really try out the Honda Odyssey and experience it for yourself and how great this piece of van is, and you will see why I think this is actually the best looking and best minivan on the market right now. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the review and the cinematic I did for the 2019 Honda Odyssey Touring. Make sure you give us a subscription, like, and tell me which features and highlights that you really enjoy in this car. My name is Ron Z, and I will see you next Saturday on a brand new episode of Cold Start.